But yeah, today we have a very interesting personality for you, and we're going to go right into that. His name is Mark Batson. I'm very excited to talk to him. I actually know of Mark since I'm going to primary school. Many of you may know the first song he sang was the Anaconda song. Is it? On my carpet, you must be like roses on your knee. Know the song? Oh, she wants Anaconda. Yes, that was one of our favorites, going to school, mash time. A lot of the schools will be dancing the song and so forth. He is going to be coming in studio, but what he has done, he is now rebranded. He is no longer a soca artist, but he is a reggae artist now. So he's going to come and talk to us about albums that he would have done and new things that he would be working on. So stay tuned for that, and right after that, we'll head into the grand event of the weekend. Thank you for always tuning into the live buzz. Hold tight, let's go into our personality of the week. This week, our personality is none other than Mark Batson. We have Mark Batson on our show today, so we're going to chat with him a bit and get to know what Mark Batson is up to. And for those of you who probably would have been out of the loop of the music industry for a little bit, you will get to know who this amazing artist is. Welcome to the Live Buzz, Mark Batson.
Good afternoon, Gabby, and thank you for having me here.
It's great to have you here. I am okay. I want to know, I know you're working on a lot of things. And before we go into history and all of that, what have you been up to lately?
Well, some people say some trouble. Some people say some good things, but I'm always into music, always up to music. Music is the business.
Okay, so from the last time we spoke to now, all you've been doing is music.
Yeah, working on a new album and trying to get it in a different aspect, in different creation, some different style, and different every little thing. And I'm trying to make this album not like the first one, but a little fine tune. I can't give you the full essence, because if I bring out the thing out the pot too early, then the food will get stale.
Okay,
right?
So all you've been up to is music.
Correct.
And I know that now you're taking it down a different path. But before we go down the path that you're going on right now, tell us where this whole music career started for you. How did you start getting into doing music?
Well, I grew up in a church. Okay. My family, my mother is a music teacher, a music coordinator, and we used to always go to church choirs, sing church choir, But I was never really into it from a small age. I was more like into athletics. I was an athlete.
Okay.
But then, I saw my little sister Nesta Nelson, started going to these little school calypso competition, and when the final comes, she would bring home 10,000. And them time in me days, them is a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I said, me and them on just running thing no more. I want to go and bring home some money too. But the funny thing is that when I get there and actually enter the competition like 2 to 3 times, I didn't win. And when you smile, you like cry, and you shout your little shyness. But I stick with it because I know I could have do it, and I did it. I have a friend in Buxton. He said, y'all know Mark Batson like me, y'all know where Mark started singing from. So I said, what are you talking about? But he said, when we used to go to school, the first song you busted the Virgin Mary, the baby boy. You know what I mean? But that's where we start from, very little in church, and then it grew on to the next level.
All right, so you started, actually you saw your sister started before you, and you...
No, I wouldn't say she started before me. I know I can sing all the time, but I never follow it up.
Oh, okay.
It's just that she was much smaller than I was. So mommy would have said, hey, she can control her in a better way in terms of she's small and push her. Because I used to show the more rebellion in terms of athletics.
Okay.
Right? But I know I could have done it all the time. I used to do it in church. But when the cash started flowing, then is when I get, serious. Don't get me wrong, people.
All right. So you said you entered a few competitions and you didn't win, and so. But when the whole you taking it serious started?
Me taking it serious really started in the school's calypso competition.
Okay.
I recall one year I won. I got first, and then I realized I don't need to be in this competition again. I need to do something different. So they had extempo the following year, and extempo it has no age limits or age range. Anybody could enter. And I was up against some comedians, different personalities, and everybody had a minute to just come up with an idea, and that was it. Whatever idea you pull from the bag, because they shake up this bag, whatever idea you pull, that's it. And I did my thing, and I said, well, like this talent growing more than I think it should be. So I keep holding on to it, and here I am today.
Okay, I never heard of that show, you know.
X-Tempo.
Yeah.
X-Tempo is not necessarily a show, but it's where people, you know, there's a freestyle.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that
Like
is-
the cypher thing. where they
Yeah, you
have
could just freestyle some lyrics.
And you win stuff.
Yeah, I win, but a little 15. You know what I mean? The money again, it was nice.
All right. Well, I know you. When it comes to like being a recording artist and having songs out there, I could be wrong, but I knew of you when they did the Anaconda song. I probably was in primary school or so when that song came out. That was your first song?
That was my first recording. That was the first time I ever entered a studio, you know. Like I said, I just leave church and things went its own way.
Into the Anaconda soca world.
It just happened.
Happened.
It just happened.
Okay. And then now I know that you're shifting from being a soca artist to reggae artist. Why did you think you need to do that?
Because like I always say on my interviews, you know, when you start growing older, your mind changes, things happen different transition in the body, and I just find this way that I can express myself, my vocals, my words in reggae music. So that's how I'm going to teach the world through reggae music.
Through reggae music.
Yeah.
And is that the reason why you're dreading up now to go
Yeah,
the
well,
whole new?
like I know this, you have to look the part, you have to be the part. You understand? Because I'm not following anybody, I'm doing Mark Batson, right? I am more into roots. A lot of people don't really see it because, you know me, I like kicks out and a lot of jokes and stuff, but me officially, I'm from Buxton, a Buxtonian as that, and we are very deep into our culture, our representation of our land, you know. So I'm very cultured in my doings. So
You
like
think
I said,
you get to bring out more of who you are through reggae music?
correct.
Right. So your recently concluded album was Music Without Borders?
Yes, Music Without Borders. The album has 10 songs of culture and lovers reggae.
And how is that going for you? What's the response like on the album? So?
The album is excellent. In terms of market, it's fluctuating on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Juno downloads, Google Play. We have some in the studio here in Guyana, hard copies. It's doing well in terms of Guyana, the people listening, reacting to it. But I like to see more support on the internet. And I guess that is because in Guyana, tons of people don't do online shopping or online buying. So this credit card business or the purchasing with card is not so dominant in Guyana. So I face that kind of struggle because my audience is in Guyana, so I have to now promote and reach out to the outer world.
So you mean to buy your music online?
Yes, to purchase the music online.
Oh, okay, so they're not able to get it for free. They have to purchase.
No, but what we do from time to time, myself and management, we would do promotional CDs.
Okay.
But we won't give you everything because remember, it's a collective effort. It's a lot of money spent to generate income and all of these things, so we need to generate them back. Right? So we give promotional, but we won't give you the actual album as it is.
But I'm concerned, how does that work? Like, I know a lot of artists and stuff would complain. Well, we know the challenges here in the music industry.
Yes.
But you seem to be making it work for you because now you're actually forcing them to go online to get your music. Your promotional CDs, you give snippets basically of what your music sounds like, and you know, basically entice them and encourage them to go. Is that how you benefit from your music, from the online market?
That is one way. Shows.
Okay.
Shows are very important, right? Booking for shows very, very important because with selling the CDs, selling the music online, you have to wait within a certain time to get your profit.
Exactly.
But with shows now, the shows come faster, the money comes faster. You understand? So the CD sells, the profit will come, but the shows, certain show, you know your money is there tonight, or today, or this afternoon.
All right. But do you think that, I know you said that you shift into reggae is because you get to delve in more in your
Yes.
culture and bring out who you are. But in terms of it being profitable and beneficial as an artist, you know, do you think that the market is there for you to benefit
Yes,
in reggae?
I know the market is there. A lot of young people, some people ask me why choose reggae music? Because dancehall is the new trend.
Yeah.
And everybody's the hype. But one thing I can tell them, reggae music never dies. Reggae, dancehall music will come today, vanish 2 months after, and reggae music is always here. You can play reggae music anywhere. It's like church music. You can play it in the house. You can even play it sometimes in church, and people will accept it. So I'm not looking at the short term.
Okay.
I'm looking at the long term assets, the possibilities to where I want to go. And like I said, it's not so much in Guyana, but in the outer world, we all know reggae is the big thing.
Okay. So you're also meeting the demands of people. You think that the reggae music is what most people want to hear?
Yes, because you're taking them back in times where discipline was torn. Culture was there. You used to live culture, eat culture, dream culture. Because people tend to, this new generation, this new society, moving away from culture. Reggae music now, remember people say when music hits you, feels no pain. So reggae music now dragging you back. Every time you slip, we dragging you in. We bringing you forward. We bringing you forward. You understand? Bring you back to where you actually need to be. Reggae music stabilizes the mind.
Nice. So is there any song that you really, really love that you recorded that resonated with you and like it's really deep?
Honestly, every song I record resonate with me. But for some reason when I done the interview, if you ask me to sing them, I just can't remember the lyrics. I just don't seem to remember the lyrics. I was doing an interview the other day and I couldn't remember the lyrics of none of the songs. And I was wondering why, because I never really come across that before. Right? But like I said, maybe it has its moment, its time. So I just leave it. I don't try to puzzle it and worry over it too much. But all the songs are great on my new album coming. Even on the previous album, I have some songs people ain't even hear yet. As the people still asking about Driver. We were on the radio at Boom FM, they talk about happiness. Those are songs I never even sing on the stages yet. Can Man, Cool Off, I haven't sung this song yet on stage.
But those songs are on Music Without Borders?
Yes, Music Without Borders.
Okay.
So this new album, I can tell you, I get a collaboration or remix of Second Chance with Natural Black. I get a collaboration with Calvin Burnett, right? And then, like I said, I'm trying to switch it up with a little crossover, dancehall in a clean way. You know, not the vulgarity behavior or anything like that, because like I said, it's messages, good messages that can teach people.
Nice. But you said that some interview you did that you couldn't remember the lyrics, right? And I want to know, because people's art creatives, their creative thoughts flow through a certain type of vibe or ambience or environment or something. How does your lyrics come to you?
Well, according to my manager, he's a musician full of eccentricity. He's like, we get too much in the brain, you know. When I do music, I would tell anybody, my mind won't ever be no one place. Yeah, because for me, every word, every line means something in the song. So I have to study so many different things. You think sometimes my mind can be wandering places you don't even want to hear. Really, really weird places. Just because the idea, the concept needs to be real and not fake. You understand? I have some music I don't even think I would want to record it. Because the concepts are so deep that I know tomorrow they will ban it. Because, you know, system-wise. Right? But I don't stick one place in terms of thinking. I allow my mind to waver.
But you're inspired by personal experiences, things in your environment, and so. But I know why I asked, because I know you're an amazing songwriter, because you just not only write for yourself, but I know they have some other younger ones in calypso competitions that will enter and win with your song, you know.
Yeah,
so
well, like I said, for me, I don't want to hide my talent, right? There get times when you can't get writer's block. I can remember a couple of years ago, I trying to write the music, but I never understand the term or the concept of writer's block. when nothing ain't coming. You really want to do it, but it just ain't coming. But I don't keep my knowledge to myself. I don't believe in it because I learned that when I share my knowledge, I learn more. Because sometimes I already know it to the next level, but you don't. So I have to come down, and then I learn ways and means of coming down instead of always going. You understand? So teaching and sharing your knowledge always gives you more.
That's really great, and I think that's, you have it in you because you said your mother was a music teacher, and so all of that is along your family bloodline. And so on.
You know me DNA.
I think this reggae thing is working for you, by the way. Though I'm a fan of Anaconda and Soca and stuff, I think I think the reggae suits you.
People, the host is trying to make me go back to a place that I don't want to go.
No.
But Anaconda is long gone.
That's great. That's awesome. It's good that you're bringing music now that could, inspire people, share messages, preserve your culture. And aside from that, you were in Jamaica recently, and you made the Jamaican Guyana, and you are creating a whole buzz in Jamaica. And I know reggae music is deep for Jamaicans.
Yes, that's
and the
true.
fact that you could fit into different Caribbean and international market with your song and your talent is really amazing. So share a little bit of your experience in Jamaica.
Jamaica was great. I was there. I was sent by Mr. Walter Fraser to Mr. Lego, Mr. Douglas. The experience was great. I was on stage with so many international superstars, reggae superstars that I couldn't believe. And the response from the people was really, really one that I wouldn't want to trade for the world ever. I can remember that the following day I was in the streets of Jamaica, Orange Street, and some people were like, "Yo, singer man, well gone," right? And tells me that, yo, you can't do it. You just have to continue. It's never going to be an easy road. You get the negatives, you're going to get the positive, you get backbiting and snitching, you're going to get everything. But you have to know what you want. And every man has greatness, and I feel, I know my greatness is here just for it to actually manifest itself.
Yeah, right. So now you're back from Jamaica, had a great experience. A lot of people in Jamaica knows you, and you're recording a new album. Are you ready to talk about that?
Yeah, well, the new album, I know you want to ask about a name. I have no name for the album as yet. I'm still writing. I have so many songs, but we're going to try to sit down with a body of people and try to pick different songs, whatever we want to use, what we think is more appropriate. And we're going to do that with a panel. Like I said, it's going to be a very excellent album, a great album. People don't sometimes think that this music is coming from a Guyanese artist.
True.
Many oftentimes they would categorize me as a Jamaican or somebody. So I want the world to know that I'm Guyanese. I'm proud Guyanese, Buxtonian and that, And Gabby always said, the man, I said Buxton man. But you see, when you believe and when you know, it's two different things. I know I was a Buxtonian. I know I was a Guyanese. Me believe, you understand? I know these things, and I do all representations with the ancestors in mind.
And I love that, a lot of our artists and people in the entertainment industry, they get carried away with a different country's culture because you hear the accents coming out in the talking and so. But you just preserve what you where you come from and where you belong, which is Guyana. I love that.
Let me put some input into it. You see, traveling opens the mind. You hear different dialect, slangs, whatever. And you will adapt them from time to time. But then you always got to remember where you're from, who you are. I like Guyanese accent, but you mightn't understand. When I travel abroad and people hear me speak, they know I'm a foreigner. You understand? So I'm a foreigner because of my accent. But if I change my accent to their accent, it's just like them.
Blend in, right.
And then it's a soca thing. I end up on a soca thing. It's a Guyanese. You understand? So I want by way guy in there. Everything good, give me something. And they're like, say that again. One by way guy in, you know what I mean? So you got to learn to accept what you have, embrace it, run with it.
Right.
And make it work for you.
Nice.
And that's what I do.
All right. So we're expecting the album next year. You're not ready to go in depth with that as yet.
But sometime after Mashamani.
Okay. So what is happening for you right now? What can we expect in the next week, for the rest of the year rather? Any more shows?
Okay, there are shows coming.
Tours?
Durban Park. Myself and so many other artists will be there on the 23rd, but then on the 22nd of November here, which is 2019, I'll be in Paradise Borbees. Then there's another show in Victoria. My bad, I can't remember the date, but I think that's a little early up. So the shows are coming. What I need is for people to come support and to start respecting your own. Don't wait until the thing grow big and then you want to fall in, because you're going to fall out them time. Because who know me, Mark, that he's straight up, he don't go around in circle. Right? You know, like when me dirty, you can't like me when me clean. So come now and let me help this thing grow though. Because I know a lot of people like already done business. When it done blossom, everybody come for pick some fruits. Now I'm picking no fruits on my tree if you don't go at it, you know. I serious? Right? So I just be real and I make my music real. Most of the songs on my first album is the experience that I share of my life. Right? Some experience that I share of other persons that is within my life. You know, second chance is a big deal for the ladies. You know. We currently working on give me some space to promote it now. The video is out, but we not. Yes, the video is finished. It's not officially released on YouTube, so we're waiting for them to YouTube actually released it. Okay. So it's there, but it's on my page, Mark Batson Music on Facebook. You can get a peep of it, but the official release on YouTube is not there, so you wouldn't find it on YouTube right now until later. So give me some space. Watch out for people. Bun bad mind, bun corruption, bun fake friend. Me personally, I can't deal with it. So anybody know that I come wrong, Mark Batson? Don't come wrong, come straight. We alright. I like nice time. Give me some swank. Give me some cocoa rice and shine rice. I alright. This is Mark Batson, the real me. You understand? So anybody and bug, you just tell them, Mark, say, give me some space. I want to free up myself from my so-called friends. Them and them bad mind. Hey man, hey man, hey man. Yeah.
I love that song, you know, Mark.
Yeah, man.
And you know, you raised an interesting point there. You you put it in your own way of the blossoming and stuff, but it's really to say that Guyanese tend to not support their own until you like reached a certain point. Then everybody's like, oh yeah, he's Guyanese.
He's Guyanese, where we don't bust out and make it.
But you know, the growth process, they're not here.
You go to them for some sponsorship. They watch your head and get you in a circle. You have to wonder why they treat you this way. But as soon as you reach stardom, hey mom, bedroom, hey, it's not your bedroom.
But I have to say though that the music industry is developing.
Yes.
I think I see more is being done now. A lot of local artists are being booked for shows. Before it wasn't that much.
You should give compliments to Ministry of Culture, Social Cohesion.
Yeah, true.
And I wanna give special shout out to Mr. Tyndall, to Mika Boswin, the PS, and the minister himself. Yeah. Those are the people and the workers behind, the assistant workers behind, who are actually pushing. I applaud them for that, and I must say thanks, guys. You have been doing a wonderful job last year. Mashamani did nice, even though I wasn't here. So I'm looking forward for Mashamani in Guyana again. I'm hoping that I will be here, you know, and I want to see more. Keep pushing, don't stop. Let's keep going forward for a better Guyana.
Nice. And even outside of MASH, I mean, they try a lot of the ministry shows and stuff that they have. You don't find them going to bring in international artists. They will use their own, and we try.
Yes, because we as Guyanese, we start getting smart. We realize if we have to bring them, we have to pay them so much, and we have our own Guyanese people. Make people some this cheese among we people, so they could go board the market, big market, shop some greens, and this money gonna go back to GRE. Then they gonna come back to we. They go back and forth. But if you keep bringing people all the time and pushing aside your own, you're gonna be disrespected.
Yeah, but it's not even about the money alone too. We have some talents right here that are just as good as those that they would bring in.
Yeah, but you just need nurturing.
Exactly.
For instance, Katie Kish, she's a soca singer. We did together a song for her. And I know when you hear it, Marsha come by back. A nice soca song. She's gonna go into the Marsha Monarch with. And myself, Keys. I don't think you know Keys much.
I know Keys.
You know Keys.
Yeah.
Vijay. We did some excellent work behind the scenes of Katie.
Nice.
I was a part of the writing and stuff. I actually started the song. Shani also did her part, and it was a collective effort, and it came out wonderful. it tells me that stop seeing self. Come together as a team, work on a project, boost the project, and we can do the same thing for you in return.
Nice.
Stop seeing self. Don't be selfish to the thing. No one man can handle this business. Don't matter what you do. You got to get manager, you got to get road manager, you got to get PR, you got to get everything. You understand? No one man can say, I can take all the credit. It's impossible. You understand? What we need is good music, more music coming out of Guyana, and we just look for the support 100 from the people in Guyana and around the world.
Nice.
Because if we could book people from outside, they got to start booking we and carry it to the land. But it only comes with hard work.
Nice. And you're definitely contributing to that. Your music is great, great, great. You have an excellent voice. Your lyrics are amazing. I don't know where these lyrics come from,
Well, I couldn't tell
but they're good. And I'm excited to hear this new album that you have. And I love, love, love that your music is relatable to culture. It's relatable to every age group. Can listen to it. That's another thing too. Because so I noticed like some guy needs drift into the X-rated stuff, you know. But I love that you're keeping it real. You're keeping it PG-13 and you're keeping it so that like every Guyanese can listen and vibe to, and I'm really happy about that. So we're going to head into the studio where Mark records. He's going to give us a little rundown of where he spends most of his time, because he's all about music and entertaining you guys and preserving our culture. So we're going to head over there and just give you a snippet of what Mark has been working on lately. So hold tight.
Well, people, this is the studio at Vision Songs. This is one of the places Mark Batson always be recording his music, other than Paradigm. I look like a little engineer because I sit down by the console, but you know, sing all the way. And like I said, I enjoy doing music. That's why I'm always here, doing what I can do best. As you can see on the screen at the back there, Music Without Borders, that's the album, you know. So go check it out. You can find the album on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Juno downloads, Google Play, and most of all in Guyana at Vision Songs. The hard copies are being sold. So you know, it's a very nice album. Check it out. You can't miss it. You can't miss none of the songs. I want you to buy the whole album. Visit me, Mark Batson Music on Facebook, Mark Batson Vivo on YouTube, Batson Mark on Instagram, and also at www.markbatsonmusic.weebly.com. That's www.markbatsonmusic.weebly.com. So you know, say, give me some space. I want to free up myself from my so-called friends, them and them bad mind. Yo, 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 yo. Mark Batson say, music to the world.
Call 911, what make them never answer? Me see say them a joker. Oh ja, now make them take my life. Oh no.
That was our personality of the week, guys. We're still here at Vision Songs Recording Studio, where Mark Batson spends most of his time. I hope you guys would have enjoyed the interview. If you have more questions for Mark, if you want to know more, if you want to hear his music, he would have said follow him on Instagram, Facebook. He's on YouTube as well. Check him out, Batson Mark on Instagram, Mark Batson on Facebook. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. So hold tight, we're not done with you yet. We're now going to go into our grand event of the weekend and give you guys where you can go this weekend. So stay tuned.